This week on Paul and Cooks, Mike Barrett is going to be here from Beach's Restaurant and Bar, and it's all salmon all the time. Salmon lollipops, salmon seared in a pan, and salmon with a potato crust. I've got my apron on, which means it's salmon sizzle time. Welcome to this week's Paul and Cooks. I'm Nick Miles, and we're in our Paul and Cooks studio, which is the Bradley Design and Education Center, where you can come and look at all your Wolf and Sub-Zero products. And joining us today is Mike Barrett from Beach's Restaurant.
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about Beach's.
Well, Beach's is right on the waterfront and the Columbia River. Beautiful sunsets, unobstructed view of the Columbia River, the I-5 bridge. It's a great place to sit back and watch the traffic back up.
What sort of food do you serve down at Beach's?
So we have pastas, we have pizzas, we have Hawaiian Pacific Rim cuisine, we have steaks.
I hope there's a lot of British food on the menu.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. All right, so let's talk about what you're doing today on the show. A lot of fish dishes, salmon.
Well, we got my neighbor every once in a while goes fishing, and he'll just come over and go, hey, I got a side of salmon. You want it? And a lot of people have come to me before where they just don't know what to do with the side of salmon. So instead of just wrapping the side of salmon up in foil, baking it with lemon and a little salt and pepper, we're going to take a couple simple recipes that we can make at home with ingredients you just might have on hand when the neighbor drops it by. We're going to make Caribbean jerk salmon lollipops. And the lollipops are fun because what you do is you take the salmon and you cut it into strips. And we'll mix up the salmon with a little Caribbean jerk paste. And you got to be careful because this stuff kicks quite a wallop.
So and then you add a little olive oil in there too.
Yep. And we're just going to mix it around so it coats it evenly.
Excellent.
And we're just going to make them into lollipops by sticking them on the skewer. Well, we're just going to put it on the flat top that is at 400 degrees, or the griddle. And you can already start to smell that.
Now, while they're sizzling away, this is the perfect opportunity for us to take a look at this week's cooking tip.
Hello, my name is Mark Brunitich. I'm the corporate chef with Food Service Portland, Cisco Food Service Portland. When I go into somebody's house, anytime I'm going to cook something, immediately what they do is they apologize for the condition of their knives and that they're dull. The most important thing in any kitchen is a good quality knife. This is a knife by a company called Kershaw, Kai USA. They're local in Tualatin. This is a real typical multi-purpose kitchen knife. It's called a chef's knife or a French chef's knife. This is an 8-inch. You can also get them in 10. You can get them shorter in a 6. Really nice knife to have in your kitchen. If you notice, the blade is not very thick. So instead of crushing or splitting food when it goes through it, it slices through it. It's got a nice weight to it, extremely sharp. There's typical bread knife, multi-purpose, great knife. A slicing knife for roast beef and that kind of thing. A smaller chef's knife, which is a really nice to have. This is a hybrid utility knife, which acts as a spreader. One thing that you need is something to sharpen your knives with. This is a kitchen steel. It doesn't actually sharpen, it hones, which means it straightens the blade back out. As you work your knife, your edge is going to roll over a little bit. What it does is it brings it back up by just honing it on each side. And it's very easy to use, and it takes a little bit of practice, but you can get it down really quick. Your angle to the knife is about 30 degrees, and all you're doing is just sliding the knife blade along the steel. So typically it's about like this, and that's all that it takes. 4 or 5 swipes on each side of the blade, and you should bring your edge back up. That's your kitchen tip of the week. Mark Brunitich, corporate chef, Cisco Portland.
Well, that's this week's cooking tip. Now, Mike, these look like they're sizzling away, and to go with these, you're actually going to add some salsa, right?
We're going to make a fresh mango salsa, and it's kind of cool. It's like mango is the most popular fruit in the world. So I got one mango diced up, ready to go.
Excellent.
We're going to add some half a red bell pepper.
Just half a pepper then.
Yep. A little salt. And we're going to add some cilantro.
Chopping the cilantro up. Excellent.
And just a pinch, about 2 tablespoons. And then we're going to take the juice from 1 lime. Squeeze it in. We're going to go with a jalapeno to add a little kick to the salsa. And we're going to cut out the outer side and not use the inner seeds and membranes. So we'll toss that in there. And it's a very simple salsa.
And really just mixing it together, nothing more than that?
Yep, we're just going to let it sit for a minute so the flavors can meld. And if you having guests come over, happen to have a pineapple or something, this is a great way to present it. Just cut off the top.
Oh, nice.
And you can decorate the pineapple with these. If you have 6 or 8 of the skewers, and then you just finish up with a little salsa around. And if you got a little bit of the cilantro, you can just do it like that.
Just as a garnish.
As a garnish, and you're ready to go.
And that took us a couple of minutes to make. So it's the salmon lollipops with a spicy
mango salsa
and a sort of spicy Jamaican jerk. Now when we come back, we're actually going to make some more salmon food. We're going to do some pan-seared salmon along with some Parmesan polenta.
That's right.
Excellent. So when Portland Cooks returns, more recipes. And don't forget, you can go to our website at portlandcookstv.com to get all of these and much more information on the show.